Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Saturday. Welcome back. I hope you had a really great week. Since it's Saturday, that means it's time once again for ye old weekly home fragrance roundup. This is the video that goes up most Saturdays here on my channel, where I share all the home fragrance that I used over the course of the past week. So what I was burning, what I was melting, what I was crocking, what I was lamping. We're just gonna have a little home fragrance chit chat here. If you are newer to my channel, you might be hearing some background noises, some snoring, some snorts, some grumbling. I do film this video alongside my trusty assistant, Alf. Alf is my pug. He's a 3-year-old pug. He's adorable, and he is my constant companion. So he is already asleep in my lap here. So those are the noises that you're hearing in the background. Feel free to enjoy the pug ASMR. If you've always wanted to own a pug, they do provide you with a lot of constant background noise. So here's your introduction. If you are new to the world of snorty dogs. Anyway, you guys, I hope you had a really great week. Before we get into all of the candle chat, the usual disclaimer of checking out the description box if you have any questions. I will put information down there about sales that are happening this weekend with the companies that I tend to frequent the most. I feel like a lot of the memorial sales are kind of dragging on into this weekend. So I don't know. I haven't really looked at the sales, but I have a feeling that they are probably very similar to what we got for the holiday weekend last weekend. But I'll put that information down below. There are discount codes for Kringle as well as HomeWorx. If you want to save a little bit more money off of your purchase, those are affiliate discount codes, so obviously don't use them if you're not comfortable with those. What else? Candle Crock, Candle Lamp 101. If you're not familiar with either of those two concepts, if you're maybe newer to home fragrance, check that video out down there. I also have a video about what I like to do with my leftover wax. I have a video about hurricanes. So there's just a lot of information in the description box. So I always like to point that out for the newer people. So check that out. And without further ado, let's get straight into what is currently burning. We're gonna take a little tour around the house. I'm not using my lamps right now, but I am using all 3 of my crocks. So we'll also check out what is currently going in the crocks as well. So let's go ahead and get back into that, and then we'll meet back here and we'll discuss empties for the week, updates on some candles that I've recently reviewed, updates on reviews that are on the way. We'll talk wax melts, the usual rigmarole. So let's hop to it. Burning behind me here while I'm filming today is Kringle Reserve Sweet Cream. Absolutely love this one. If I were to break this down into the most basic description, think strawberry whipped cream. It's so good. I love this one. It's really basic. There's nothing super fancy about this one, but it's the type of gourmand that I really love because it's just such a great background fragrance, and it blends well with so many other fragrances, whether you're doing other gourmands or you're doing other fruity scents. It is just delicious. This particular one was from the restock, and this is burning the same as my first one that I received. It's really solid, medium strength and throw, and I'm really enjoying it. And my only complaint, and this is a complaint that a lot of people have about Kringle, is that they have not restocked it again. It's sold out very quickly. One of the things that I'd like to see Kringle get better at is restocking popular fragrances. They just sometimes take such a long time that it does become almost annoying waiting for the restock. So I really do hope they can get better about that in the future. But if you can ever get your hands on this sweet cream, it is absolute perfection, and I'm a huge fan. So anyway, loving this one. Here in the entryway, I am enjoying HomeWorx Blueberry Violet Tart. This one is fabulous. This is actually my very last backup. I was trying to save this until closer to midsummer time, maybe around like July and August, but I was really kind of just craving this one this week. So I busted it out, and I've been enjoying the heck out of it. This has the same blueberry that's in Farm Stand Blueberry, but this has the addition of that crust note and just like a slight touch of floral to it. It's done really well. It comes across mostly as a gourmand, and it's just, it's yummy. It makes me crave a blueberry tart. So anyway, really loving this one, and I'm just gonna keep enjoying it until it's done, and then I will go back to the Farm Stand Blueberry probably for the remainder of the summer. But if I do come across this one towards the end of the season on a really good sale, I'd absolutely get some more of this. I have no business hoarding HomeWorx candles anymore. I'm doing so good on whittling down my collection, but this is one of those scents that just speaks to me, and I just love it. So if you ever come across this one, I cannot recommend it enough. Definitely grab it. This is the candle crock in my laundry room. I think this is probably the busiest candle crock in the house, just because it's downstairs, and whenever I have a candle to pop into a crock, this is usually the first crock that I hit up if there's nothing in here, but I decided to put the last little bit of my Bath & Body Works Bronzed Sunset fragrance in here. The candle was actually burning perfectly fine, but I was looking to extend the enjoyment of the fragrance a little bit more. So it's been in here for a couple of days now, and it's still going strong. And honestly, if you are a fan of the coconut scents, definitely hit up Bath & Body Works this summer. They have so many great coconut fragrances, and the Bronzed Sunset is so good, you guys. It's very, very similar to the Cocoa Paradise. So if you loved Cocoa Paradise last year, this would be like an excellent alternative. So, all right, you guys, let's head upstairs and see what's happening in the crocks up there. I am not using anything underneath my candle lamps. So let's go ahead and head upstairs. We are now in the master bedroom, and in this candle crock is the Kringle Country Candle Cake Pops. As you can see, this one is quite full, and that is because I put this one in here without ever even bothering to light it. I do that sometimes where I take a candle, even if it's not a candle that misbehaves, but if I just really like the fragrance as a continuous background scent, I will just purchase a candle to exclusively melt in my crocks. This is now the end of the second full week of having this crock on 24/7. I do just leave my crocks on 24 hours a day. I don't personally have a problem with that myself, but if you don't feel comfortable doing that, you can certainly turn these on and off at the beginning and end of each day. But I just leave mine going 24/7. This particular scent is a wonderful background fragrance because it's a delicious gourmand, so it goes well with a lot of other things that I have going around the house. There is a review of this up on my channel. You can check out the Kringle candle playlist, and you will find that there. Anyway, love it. And I think that I have at least another, probably 4 days before this gets to the point where I can't really smell it anymore. I can still smell it perfectly fine today, so I'm just going to let it keep going, but I can tell it's starting to wind down a little bit. So as soon as the remainder of those fragrance oils dissipate, we will turn this off and then, plop in another candle, either a troublemaker or potentially another brand new one. We'll have to see. All right, let's hit up the last candle crock. Okay, so this is the last candle crock in the back bedroom of the house here, and this one is definitely ready to be turned off. This is Kringle Marshmallow Morning. I really love this particular scent. It is so delicious. This is another one that was brand new that just started and ended its life in a crock. This particular scent smells actually fairly similar to the sprinkled macarons fragrance. They're definitely a little bit different, but If you cannot get your hands on the sprinkled macarons because it's in the reserve collection and constantly sold out, I would say pick up the Marshmallow Morning as an alternative to enjoy in the meantime. But anyway, really love this one. But this particular one, the fragrance oils are fading a little bit faster than the Cake Pops. So this one is now ready to be turned off, and then I'll probably, honestly, just pop another Marshmallow Morning in here because I recently bought a bunch of them. It's just, again, it's a great background fragrance, and this was 2 solid weeks of 24/7 warming. So, yeah, if I was burning the candle 24/7 for 2 weeks, I think it would have been gone a long time ago. So this is just a way for me to enjoy a fragrance in a different format, if that makes sense. All right, you guys, let's get back downstairs and let's talk about the remainder of the candles that I was enjoying this past week. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that little tour of what's currently burning and melting around the house. Smells pretty good in here, if I do say so myself. All right, you guys, let's talk about the candle empties for the past week. These should have actually been featured in my May Home Fragrance empties, but I filmed that video last weekend and I put that up on Tuesday of this past week. So I just kept these off to the side so that I could talk about them a little bit more in depth in today's video. I will link my May Home Fragrance empties in the description box as well if you missed that video. I went through a lot of home fragrance. I'm pretty proud of myself. If you're newer here, I'm currently on a mission to whittle down my candle collection. I am doing that in a few different ways. Honestly, this has been like an ongoing long-term project for me for a while, where I get my candle collections kind of whittled down and then I get back into old habits, old obsessions, and the collections grow again. But I feel like once I hit my mid-40s, I really had a little bit of a internal crisis about the amount of candles and wax melts and stuff that I just had stashed all over the house. Every time I looked underneath a bed, every time I opened a closet, every time I opened like a cabinet door, I was finding some like home fragrance product, and it just kind of got to the point where I was like, I think this might be too much. I think I've finally gotten to the point where I am much more interested in still maintaining a candle collection. There will never not be a time that I don't have at least a few handfuls of candles, you know, in the house, or, you know, a few handfuls of wax melts in the house. But I don't need to have 500. I don't need 500 candles. Well, I would like my space back in my house. I think that's the point that I reached, is that I would like to have the, you know, storage in our house available for other things, you know, linens, extra blankets, extra pillows, stuff like that. So that's the mission that I'm currently on. I have a closet in the upstairs of our hallway here that is perfect for home fragrance storage. It's just a small like hallway closet. It's not like, you know, a big walk-in or anything like that. It's just a small hallway closet. And that has to house all of my backup warmers from Scentsy that are off season. And that is the only place that I will be able to store candles. My goal is by the beginning or middle of next year to have my entire collection in that closet. I think I'm on track to do it. So if you are also in a use it up mode, join me. It really does feel good to sort of use everything and enjoy it. I was in this mindset of saving candles for special occasions for so long. And in reality, like, the mindset now that I have is that every day is a special occasion. And if I'm gonna spend money on these candles, I deserve to enjoy them. Like, light them up. There's no reason not to. So anyway, without further ado, let's talk about the candles that I finished this week that did not make it into the May empties. So we're gonna get started with this one here. This is HomeWorx Berry Snow Cone. This candle, I actually originally reviewed it last year. They did re-release this like carnival collection again. Berry Snow Cone is really probably one of my favorite fragrances from that collection. You can find this review already on my channel. I do have playlists for the different candle companies that I tend to frequent the most, so you can find those on my main page. I need to update the playlist with the last few reviews that went up. But anyway, I love this scent. I loved it last year. I loved it again this year. Really fruity. Honestly, this kind of gives me some like blue raspberry snow cone type vibes. So the notes on this one read red berries, bubbly citrus, juicy red apple, and shaved sugared ice. Honestly, it's delicious, but it definitely screams like blue raspberry. That would be the most simple terms for me to explain this fragrance. It's delicious. Listen, if you like those fruity scents, you're gonna enjoy this one. I had a great experience with this one in terms of the overall burn quality. So you can see it burned all the way down with no issues in terms of sooting or discoloration. The wax is still the original color. The wick clips extinguished on their own, and yeah, there was a little bit of residue on the side of the jar, but not bad in terms of just leftover wax, but it burned fine, so no complaints. What else did I finish? Oh, okay, so I finished the Village Candle Sweet Tea. This one was actually underneath my candle lamp in my office. So this was a paraffin formula, and if you're not aware, I'm not a huge fan of paraffin personally. I know a lot of people out there still really love paraffin candles. I just find them to be very sooty a lot of times. The quality of the burn I don't think is the same. And there are some people out there who can smell the like soy base and soy candles. I can smell the paraffin base and paraffin wax. Like no amount of fragrance oils can completely cover up that like paraffin's like waxy smelling base for me personally. So I do prefer melting paraffin in my candle crocks. And if I come across a fragrance, say at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, and you know, it is a paraffin formulation from Yankee, or like maybe if I'm lucky enough to find an old Kringle or something, like I would definitely pick that up if it was at a good price point, but I wouldn't burn it. I would just purchase it to pop it into a crock. I cannot smell the paraffin when I am melting paraffin candles, but when I light them, I can smell that paraffin. So it's just not for me, which is fine. There are still lots of companies out there that are creating paraffin candles. But this one here, I really like this scent. I can't really smell much anymore. But it's a really nice, like, sweet tea. Like, it has a good amount of sweetness to it. It's not cloying. It has that beautiful kind of, like, black tea note as well. It's a great scent. I mean, if I came across another one of these at, like, a Marshall's, Home Goods, TJ Maxx, which is where I'm pretty sure I got this one, I would totally get this one again. But just to melt, if that makes sense. All right, we have the Starfruit Sangria. Oh, you guys, I loved it so. I really did. I will say the last burn, I did get like a little bit of discoloration, but that was the very last burn. I love this one. The next time that there is a better sale than just $10 off, which is the sale that's happening right now, I will definitely get more of the Starfruit Sangria. This is really good. I need to be careful with Bath & Body Works. It's very easy for me to overdo it at Bath & Body Works and to bring home a bunch of candles. Right now, I'm trying to mostly purchase new to me type fragrances that I can review here on my channel, but I'm also allowing myself backups of things that I have already finished. And since I finished the Starfruit Sangria, I am now allowed to pick up another one, again, the next time there's a sale. And also the next time that I have a coupon. I need that 20% off, I really do. All right, we have, man, look at how absolutely like almost all of this wax dissipated out of this candle. Look at that. You guys, there's like virtually nothing left in the bottom. Isn't that wild? So this is my beloved Farm Stand Peach, back when they had these cute lids here. So I purchased the Farm Stand Trios from QVC in bulk when they were available a few years ago. And by in bulk, I mean I bought like eight or nine trios of the Farm Stand Peach, Farm Stand Strawberry, and Farm Stand Blueberry. I am making it my personal goal this summer to go through most of those. I'm really trying hard with my HomeWorx collection because, as you can see, HomeWorx candles are significantly larger than Bath & Body Works, than even Kringle candles. They're just very bulky, and so and you can only really stack them too high because the lids are a little slippery, and so I don't know, I don't want any candle accidents. So yeah, they're just a little bit harder to store. I'll always have HomeWorx backups. This is still one of my favorite companies. I think that Harry makes the best gourmands on the market. But yeah, I can no longer have like 150 HomeWorx candles just chilling. I can't do that. I need to get past that. All right, here we have, oh, the remnants. Yeah, this one was a little rough. As you can see, I actually had this one in my candle crock, and then I utilized the rest of the wax after it was done, in terms of releasing all of the fragrance oils. I used the wax to make my, my fire starters for the fireplace in our backyard. This is the Bath & Body Works Bridgerton Diamond of the Season. Listen, I thought this was a nice scent when it was burning, but the performance was incredibly light. It was so light that I was like, is this a scented candle? I put it in my candle crock, transformed, so strong, and an absolutely amazing scent. Like, this smells so good. So the notes are sparkling peach, spring daffodil, and radiant jasmine. I don't know what happened, but when I put this in my crock, it absolutely turned into the most beautiful peach scent. I also got a little bit of grapefruit from it. That jasmine was super prevalent when I had it in the crock. It was just a great scent. I would repurchase this one if I got it for $12.95 again with 20% off. I think the price point of $32.95 is kind of outrageous. I mean, I get it. It's like, you know, nicer packaging. You got this nice velvety label on this one. And then this one also came with this gorgeous lid, which I already pilfered off of this one to put on another Bath & Body Works candle. I keep the nice lids. So, and then I just put the ugly black lid on this one. But listen, would I repurchase this? Yes. But again, it has to be on a really good sale. And I just know that I'm immediately going to pop it into a crock because it did great there. So those are all the candles that I finished this week. In terms of other candles that I burned and enjoyed, the Vacation by the Vacation Sunscreen Company. I reviewed this candle. You guys, I love this scent. It is only a 1 wick. It's a 1 wick, but it smells exactly like the perfume. And if you love the Vacation perfume, or it's actually just an eau de toilette, if you love that eau de toilette, it smells exactly like this candle. So is this a small 1 wick candle with a somewhat outrageous price point? Yes. But is it worth it to me? Yes. Like, this is one of those like luxury purchases, if you will, where it really doesn't make sense because it doesn't cover a lot of square footage, but what you do get from it is so good that like it's borderline addicting. So yeah, anyway, I'll be getting another one of these for sure. It is limited edition, so hopefully I can get my hands on it before it goes away, but I still have not finished this one. I've been burning this mostly in our downstairs powder room. It's a great powder room, it's a great bathroom candle, it's a great bedroom candle, but does it work in open concept situations like this? No, absolutely not. But do I still love it? Yes, I do. That's an amazing scent. If you want to be transported back to like the 1980s or 1990s, the 1900s, if you will, if you grew up during like the 80s and 90s, that particular fragrance, it just screams like summertime in the 80s and 90s. You smell the pool chlorine, you smell the like plastic from the from the pool toys, you smell banana, you smell coconut, sunscreen, you smell your swimsuit lycra. It's the most unique scent that you will ever, I was gonna say lay your eyes upon, but stick your nose into, if you will. It's good, trust me, delicious. All right, Into the Night. Is this still available? This is one of my favorite scents from Bath & Body Works in terms of candles that I just adore that aren't like super readily available. So this Into the Night actually reminds me a lot of the original Dark Kiss fragrance. This is like the more sophisticated, like more mature sister of Dark Kiss, if you will. But this scent, sugared raspberry, velvet rose petals, shimmering amber, and creamy musk, I love it. This is just really beautiful. I have been burning it alongside this beauty right here, which you'll see a review of tomorrow. This is the Blush Amber and Peony. listen to me right now. If you have both of these, this is a candle combo that you need to try. Report back. You will not smell a more beautiful, like, fancy lady combination in your entire life. Oh man, very feminine vibe from these two for sure. Together, they're both just kind of perfumey and just really pretty scents. This one has like the fruity aspect to it. This one focuses a little bit more on the floral, but just absolute perfection together. I adore this blush Amber and Peony, and I'm gonna need some more of this too. Also, the label on this one, this is the wallpaper that I want in the background here. Yeah, I would love to be able to wallpaper some areas of my house, but I got a quote for that. Have you ever priced out wallpapering yourself? What? I need to get into wallpapering because that is where the money is, let me tell you. When I got the quote, I was like, are you for real? And then they're like, yes. Also, that does not include the price of the actual wallpaper. That'll be, you know, whatever, based on whatever wallpaper you pick out. And wallpaper just on its own is wildly priced. So anyway, I will not be wallpapering my house, I can tell you that. At least I will not be hiring anyone to do it. Maybe I should watch some YouTube videos, but this scent there'll be a review going live tomorrow. Also, this review will also finally be going live. This is the Danbury Shortbread. Oh my gosh, you guys, you were so right about this one. This came so highly recommended by many of you, and it is pure heaven. Also, it's burning like a champ. So much better than the Diamond of the Season. The strength and throw of this one is like wildly better than the Diamond of the Season. In fact, both of these have been giving me some rock star performance. So I don't know, if you're in Bath and Body Works this weekend, one, for sure sniff them both out, and two, you know, I don't know, if $10 off is good enough for you, pick them up. They're delightful. Big fan. Big, huge, fat fan of those. Okay, it's kind of a Bath and Body Works week, I feel like. So let's just keep going with Bath and Body Works. Got two more here. We have the beloved Santorini Coast. I burned and reviewed this one last year. Love it. Bought it again this year because I had such a good experience with it last year, and I'm having a great experience again. This is delicious. It is a coconut scent. So this is creamy coconut, almond blossom, and warm vanilla. It's mostly just coconut. Creamy coconut with a little bit of musk running throughout it. It is delightful. And if you haven't tried it and you are also in your coconut era like me, check it out. I'm not sure if this is the original. I know this is not the lid for this one, but this collection, I believe, came with these really pretty, like, rattan textured lids. Aren't those fun? I'm loving the lids this year. Like, they're giving us some good lids that I'm gonna be keeping for sure and putting on some of my other candles. I've always done that. If there's a pretty lid, I keep it. Raise your hand if you do that as well. But Santorini Coast is a must try if you like coconuts, especially the Bath and Body Works coconuts. Very good. Love it. And then, okay, sorry, we had another little interruption there. There was a delivery. Alf had a meltdown. I thought I'd edit that out and spare you guys. Anyway, let's keep going. We have Peach Bellini here from Bath and Body Works. Now, in the past, I feel like Peach Bellini was mostly released around like the holidays and New Year's, which I think can make sense for sure, but I've always thought that Peach Bellini would be a better like summertime release. If you're not familiar, a Bellini is it's a cocktail, if you will. It's basically just Prosecco with some peach puree or some peach nectar in it. It's delicious. If you've never tried it, 10 out of 10 would recommend. But yeah, this is a really great scent. I think this is actually quite authentic. And I looked through my videos and I don't think that I actually have a review of this, but I've enjoyed this one for years. So I think I might go ahead and review this one. I need to look through one more time. If you're new, I don't re-review fragrances that I've already reviewed in the past unless they have been tweaked or there's just something different enough about it to like warrant a re-review. Most of the time scents don't change that dramatically, you know, when they're repackaged from year to year. So I don't know, I don't really see the purpose myself, but this one here, I've just loved it for so long, and I couldn't believe that I couldn't find a review. So I'm gonna need to review this one. It's delightful. It smells just like the real thing. So you get kind of that like effervescence from it. It's just a really neat scent. All right, 2 more, and then let's talk some wax melts, and then we'll be able to wrap it up. Okay, we have the Vanilla Bean Macaron from HomeWorx. This is one of my favorite vanillas from HomeWorx ever. This is not the lid that came with this one. In fact, neither of these have their original lids on them, but these are the scalloped lids from, I believe, the Nostalgic Treats collection that HomeWorx came out with a couple years ago. So, but I love this Vanilla Bean Macaron. It is delicious. And it's not currently available, at least from what I can tell. This was available for a little while at the outlet stores. I know because my friend Fiona actually picked one up for me. The quality of the one from TJ Maxx was not the same as the one that I bought from Ulta, by the way. So I still don't know 100% how I feel about the candles at like Ross, Marshalls, HomeGoods, and TJ Maxx. I don't know that they're the same quality. I'm not 100% sure that it's overstocks versus maybe product created just for those outlet stores. I do know there are companies that do that. So they literally create products to be able to sell at like HomeGoods and Marshalls and TJ Maxx. So again, I'm not sure that's the case. I don't have any confirmation on that, but it's just an assumption I'm making. All right, this is my beloved Farm Stand Blueberry. I love this one. I love it so much. This was in the Farm Stand Trio. In fact, these were from the same collection. I love Harry's take on blueberry. This is just, I think it's one of the more like authentic blueberry fragrances that are out there. Honestly, I can't get enough of it, and I enjoy this so much. So I hope it sticks around forever. And then let's talk some wax melts here. We have nothing but Scentsy from this past week. So Lisa and I did share our Scentsy picks for summer last Sunday. So if you missed that video, that is available on both of our channels. But let's go ahead and talk through these wax melts that I used this week. All right, we have 2 of the Tangerine Sugar Cane. I purchased these during the clearance sale. I got these for like $3.60 each or something like that. So good. I think I only have maybe like 1 or 2 more bars left. I should have definitely purchased like a few more. It's gone now, so that's fine. But I fell in love with this when it was released last year around this time. It's so good. It's just a really sweet, juicy tangerine. It's pretty straightforward. It's a great performer, and I love it. All right, we did a little bit of blackberry frosting and black raspberry frosting and black raspberry vanilla from the Scentspirations collection. So black raspberry vanilla is one of those staples from Scentsy, and they decided to create this whole black raspberry collection. So this week I decided to go with the OG and the frosting in alternating warmers. Great combo. You guys, these are performing great for me. I love black raspberry vanilla. This is always such a great staple. And the frosting I thought was really good too. I wish this had a little bit more of the black raspberry in it. It smells just like buttercream frosting with a hint of like black raspberry, like a very small hint of black raspberry. I'd like to see some more of that in here. But I do think just as a frosting scent, it's pretty good on its own. That being said, do I think that I'm gonna add this one to my club? No, I don't think so. I thought I was, potentially, but no. This one, I don't feel like I have to because it's always around, but I do want to try the other scents this next week to see if those potentially are club worthy. We shall see. All right, and then the last 2, we have Kindness here, which is from the Mother's Day collection. You guys, this is the most beautiful tropical, almost powdery floral. This one is, it's absolutely stunning, you guys. It has what it's coming across as like a plumeria, maybe almost like plumeria sweet pea combo. Like that's the floral note that I'm picking up. And it's just soft and pretty. it's just really nice. I love this one. If you didn't pick up that well, it was called the She Is collection, I believe. I think it was the She Is collection. Listen, ask my friend Lisa. I don't sell Scentsy, so, you know, like I screw this stuff up sometimes, but Lisa is the expert. She is my consultant. She is who I buy all of my Scentsy from. So if you have any questions, I would say ask Lisa, don't ask me. But anyway, I do know that this particular scent from that collection has really rocked my world, and I'm almost tempted to put in my club. And then I do have just one cube from this bad boy here. This is the Hibiscus Sunset, which, again, just a really sweet, tropical, floral. So good. And this guy is just snoring up a storm right now. He's also having a little dream. Oh my God, he's so cute. I just love him. Anyway, you guys, that was it. I was a little lazy changing out my wax this week, and I didn't have all of my warmers on. So let me know what you were burning and or melting in the comments down below. I really appreciate you guys being here. Let me know if you have any questions, and don't forget to check out the description box. Subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.